One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Finds his big tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give on the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
They'll line up for a second down play. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Martin. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 12 on the field goal.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Complete to start this drive. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Velasquez. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. To the air, it's Velasquez. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sherman. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. Sneaks into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And right down the middle. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. State sends the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's McFadden. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hand. It's Denmark. And he'll be brought down.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz. beats the offensive line and gets the big sack.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the big fella. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Scanning the field, it's Velasquez. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Ramsey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Velasquez. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Going back to work on offense now. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Here he comes from inside his... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's McFadden. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move, gets a touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up or block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Velasquez. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Smith. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved in our defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. That pass is incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the yard?
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out. You might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture in the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.